Augment choices can sometimes just ruin your game. Thankfully, set 7 introduced the mechanic of re-rolling your augment choices once every match. This was a very well-liked addition to the game, since it allows players to get rid of very undesirable outcomes and minimize frustrating low rolls. But this mechanic has a bit of a secret that a lot of players don't know about. As you might know, your augment choices can get influenced by your board. In stage 2, everything is random, so you don't have to worry about that. In stage 3, the game will check your units, items and traits, etc. And this information can unlock some augments from appearing. Just to make a few examples, if you have at least 3 components on 3 units, it now becomes possible for a cybernetic augment to appear. If you're looking, for example, for augments like Scourge or Tantrum, you will need to have the Ragewing trait activated in stage 3.1 or 4.1, because having the trait activated is a required condition for all trait buffing augments to unlock. For something like Shimmerscale Crest, on the other hand, you will need to have at least 2 Shimmerscale units on your board. The reason here is that the game realizes you would be able to activate the trait by selecting the augment. If it could appear with only 1 Shimmerscale unit, then it wouldn't give any value right away, and Riot doesn't want that. With this, we covered all of the basics, so let's take on the new stuff. A question a lot of players asked themselves in set 7 was if the new reroll mechanic made the augment decision based on the old board in stage 3.1 or the board you're currently running in stage 3.2. This is a crucial difference, since you can change units before pressing the reroll button and potentially lock or unlock specific augments from appearing. So let's take a look. Here we are on the PvE server, and you can see that I have 2 sets of units on the board and bench. I will replace all of my units before pressing the reroll and check for augments that could only appear based on the specific sets of units that I'm running. And we can see the shapeshifter Soul. The units from stage 3.1 did not have a shapeshifter, but I ended up putting in an Eco, a Gnar and a Swain in stage 3.2. This augment selection would be impossible if only stage 3.1 gets taken into account. Here is another example. This time we focus on the cybernetic augments. We know that cybernetic augments can only appear if you have at least 3 components on 3 different units. So if we activate this condition by putting in several units with items and then press the reroll, you can see the cybernetic augment appearing. Both cases prove that the reroll is based on your current board and not on your previous board. This has a few implications because it means you can remove uninteresting traits to give yourself better odds. Maybe you're not a fan of Bruiser Crest and Titanic Strength, so you take out Bruisers before the reroll and they won't be able to show up. Or perhaps you want to gamble by putting in 3 Ragewing units just to see if you can sneak a Scourge and just end up making a large pivot into a Swain Shyvana comp. The possibilities here do seem endless. Now, while this looks like it has huge implications, the actual impact is much lower than you'd expect. The amount of neutral augments you can receive is incredibly large. Trait-specific augments like Scourge are extremely rare, so chances are that most times if you change your board, it just won't make any difference. But if you're a fan of min-maxing, then this is definitely the strategy for you. That was everything for me. I hope you learned something, and see you next time.